everyone, my name is Lynn Kish and I'm an Information Services Librarian here at the Norris Medical Library at USC. And this is our fourth video in our series on the NIH Public Access Policy, where we're going to talk about what you can do after you've published and track compliance. So this means we're going to talk about ERA Commons and NIH Reporter, which both will allow you to track the compliance rate on a grant. We'll also go over author agreement and copyright transfers. And lastly, give you an overview again of the 4 methods for submitting manuscripts to PubMed Central. One way to track compliance is through the Electronic Research Administration Commons, known as ERA Commons, which is located at commons.era.nih.gov. The ERA Commons is an online interface where signing officials, principal investigators, trainees, and postdocs at institutions and organizations can access and share administrative information relating to research grants. Only signing officials, people with legal signing authority for an organization, can register their institutions for access to ERA Commons. Once they've registered the institution, they can authorize PIs to be registered for an account. If you'd like more information about registering for an ERA Commons account, please contact your department's administrative office. A different way of tracking compliance is using the NIH Reporter, which stands for the Research Portfolio Reporting Tools, Expenditure, and Results. This publicly available electronic tool allows users to search a repository of NIH-funded projects and access publications and patents resulting from NIH funding. This includes articles arising from your grant-supported research. If you're not sure if a grant's publications are in compliance, you can go to the NIH Reporter and enter enough information to identify your grant, name, grant number, institution, etc. Once you put that information in, you can click Submit Query. Click the project title of the project you're interested in reviewing. Click Reports to see a list of publications associated with that grant. If you don't see the little Greco-Roman architecture icon next in line with a specific publication, that publication might not be in compliance with the NIH Public Access Policy. Clicking on the publication title will bring you to the PubMed citation, where you'll be able to see whether there is a PMC ID or not. If your article was meant to be submitted to PubMed Central by the publisher, method A or B, but doesn't have a PMC ID in the PubMed record, here is some simple language to use when you contact the publisher. Remember, even if the publisher has agreed to submit your article, the final responsibility always lies with the author or the PI. Preventive measures are the best way to ensure compliance. Before you publish, make sure to examine the copyright agreement you sign so you know the publisher's policies and procedures. How to find copyrights information from your journal or publisher is on the journal's webpage. Look for a link for authors. Often you'll see language like instructions for authors or author submissions. You can also look for language about the NIH Public Access Policy or open access or copyright transfer. These policies can vary significantly, so I'm going to show you 2 examples. One is a straightforward example from Elsevier, and one is a not so straightforward example from the American Journal of Public Health. As of August of 2014, here is a straightforward statement from the publisher Elsevier. So as you can see, it's a lengthy policy, but it includes the statement: as a service to our authors, Elsevier will deposit to PubMed Central, PMC, author manuscripts on behalf of Elsevier authors reporting NIH-funded research. This service is in continuation of Elsevier's 2005 agreement with the NIH when NIH introduced their voluntary public access policy. So I say this is a straightforward policy because we know that Elsevier and all the journals that it published will directly submit the manuscript to PubMed Central on behalf of the author. So here's a less straightforward example from the American Journal of Public Health. As of 2014, there are conflicting messages from AJPH. In regards to open access, AJPH promotes open access in the scientific community. Articles submitted and accepted for publication may be made available for open access for $2,500 per article. Open access can be requested through editorial manager system during the submission process or by contacting someone at apha.org anytime after acceptance or publication. The American Journal of Public Health also includes the following policy about NIH. Compliance with this policy is a statutory requirement and a term and condition of the grant award and cooperative agreement in accordance with the NIH grants policy statement. For contracts, NIH includes its requirements in all R&D solicitations and awards under Section 8 Special Contract Requirements in accordance with Uniform Contract Format. In order to be compliant with the NIH Public Access Policy, send the second PDF proof received from the publication staff after copy editing to NIH PubMed Central. Note that it is the responsibility of the author, not the AJPH, to comply with this policy. When submitting your second PDF proof to NIH PubMed Central, we request that you ask for a 12-month delay in publication after the print date. This option is available to you as part of the NIH process and help ensure that subscriptions needed to fund the AJPH are not jeopardized by immediate circulation of free content. So on one hand, they tell you that you need to pay for open access, and on the other hand, they tell you to submit to NIH. In this instance, we would really encourage you to contact an editor or the journal directly to ask which policy you should follow in terms of timeline and fees and responsibilities. So for more information, you can follow these links, which include the ERA Commons and the NIH Reporter, as well as the website for the NIH Public Access Policy, which is publicaccess.nih.gov. If you have any questions about the NIH Public Access Policy, you can contact us through our library's homepage. The address is www.usc.edu/nml, and you can click Help in the upper right corner. To contact us Monday through Friday between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m., you can call us directly at the reference desk at 323-442-1111. You can also email us anytime at medlib@usc.edu, or you can fill out our online Ask a Librarian form. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for your time.